How do you achieve human AI synergy in your support teams with this new solution? So it's important to build and reinforce trust, especially if you're introducing a new channel or process into your team. So when we're looking at introducing a new AI into an organization, the first step that we have is to create a really clear AI identity. So you want to give your AI a name, a persona, a personality, all of these elements that will help your customers and your team build an emotional relationship with the AI. And you also want to give it a clear job description and scope of work so that your team and your customers are clear on the value that it will bring to their team and in their processes. The next step is to ensure team buy-in. So if you communicate the value that your AI can bring to your team members and to your customers, they will be the people that drive continuous improvements and find new opportunities to expand the areas of your business that you could be utilizing this AI solution. Then you want to gather feedback for improvement. And the most important step here for us is listening to our customers. You can do this with your team members and with test groups of customers to understand what can we be improving in the way that we've designed or set up this new process. And your frontline team knows your customers better than anyone else in your company. So we always ask our support teams that we're working with to try out the experience so that we can implement their feedback. And even after you've implemented an AI solution, we should always make sure that we have an open channel where our frontline team can share their ideas, suggestions, and feedback from real customers so that they can continuously improve the experience for their own teams and also for the customer experience on the other end. Then we can start looking at upskilling your AI. So this is in terms of implementing improvements with an existing process, learning more about your customers and how they want to interact with an AI, and then we can find new opportunities to expand. So we find that with a lot of customers that have an interaction with an AI and give feedback that it's a really positive experience, this is really great validation for a business to then say, what are other areas where we can still add more value by bringing in AI into other touch points in the customer journey. And the last step is to play to your strengths. So we like to start with letting the AI handle the repetitive or administrative conversations that your human team is currently doing so that your people can focus on problem solving and building relationships with customers, which is what people are best at. And so when we're going through the pros and cons of each solution as well, this is also where we want to identify where are the strengths that this AI solution can deliver to your business and for your end customer.